Hi guys, this is Rack and Load, and good evening. How are we all doing? How many people are bored out their heads? Just let me know. Right then, so live stream again. I've rushed into this one a little bit, although I've had it sort of scheduled. I've been in a panic because I've had a bit of a busy day, and I've had to suddenly just rush into the Rat Cave, get everything ready. So there might be a few sort of set, collapses or something because I've not sort of done anything. Well, it's good. It's good. Nothing's going to go wrong. Nothing is going to go wrong. So, whoa, that just shocked. Then it was that. Don't touch. I can't touch a gun anyway on YouTube, so I won't be able to handle anything. So bear with me on that one. I'm gonna have to do my weatherman thing, sort of pointing. So if you've got any questions about what's in the background, fire away. Few little things to talk about, but I really need you guys to sort of throw in the comments and stuff just to let me know, what do you want to know? I'll try my best to answer. I'm on my own, as you can see, so I'm no expert, but I'll do my best. I'll do my best. But one of the things I did want to talk about, and it's not very often sort of touched upon, is, well, before we go into that, first of all, let me know what you've been doing. Have you been to the range? Are there any ranges open? When I say range, is there a few clay shoots open at the minute? I finally, I went to one of my permissions, not sort of pest controlling or anything like that. I went to one of my permissions on Friday night and tested the Savage B22. That thing is a laser beam. Well, ish, it's a laser beam. Well, it is. The gun is a laser beam, but not so much when I'm behind the trigger. No, it was pretty good. That I finally got out to test that, and basically I'm going to be doing the review of that hopefully this week. So we'll hopefully get that video out, a review video. Can't remember the last time I put one of them out. I'll finally get a review video out this week, so that will be cool. But that thing was brilliant. I stretched it out to I think it's about 150 yards, something like that. So it's not bad for a little 2-2 rim fire. I was hitting a sort of an IPSC shaped gong, which was sort of about that big, nailing that thing, and that was really cool. Just dead impressed with that. My little boy, he had a bit of a go as well. They're all totally legal, by the way, and he was hitting a gong as well at that range, and blimey, he's trying to get my job, I think. And it's funny, actually, I mentioned that my son, he's what is he? He's 7 years old. He was like, "Daddy, can I come on the live stream?" So I was like, stuff goes wrong enough without a 7-year-old. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. He's totally cool with guns. He's brilliant. He's so grown up around them. But I might get him on. Maybe I don't know. It'll be a laugh. I might just try him in sort of like a recorded version. Maybe we'll see. But no, throw out the questions, and just let me know what you want to know. I want to know what you guys have been doing. Inspire me. What have you guys been doing? But before I jump into the questions, if there are any, there's a few comments jumping in already. Subject I wanted to talk about, like I was sort of about to mention, is rifle carry. Now, I think I did mention this on a Facebook live stream, but some of the guys that watch this live on YouTube aren't on Facebook. They might just be, viewing on YouTube. But what is your favourite method of rifle carry? One of my favourites is, I know this is a bit random. Some people like the hard, well, we'll get into that in a minute, hard cases and stuff. But rifle carry, one of my favourites is the AIM drag bag. No, you don't get a rack and load patch with it, but the AIM drag bag, this thing it's got to be 10 years old, this thing it has, and it has had all sorts in, as you can imagine. Sorry, I ain't got a massive amount of room here in the rat cave, but this is one of my favourites. This thing has been dragged through the mud. I say dragged, not technically dragged, but it's been out in all sorts. You've probably seen this in all sorts of weather, in all sorts of videos and stuff. But this thing is holding up the test of time. It really is a good bag. I have done a separate review on this thing. It's only the single, so but I can get pretty much anything I want in there. You know, I've even had. I think the biggest rifle I've had in, or longest, is my Remy 700 with the Accuracy International stock. That fitted in perfectly. I also had, for sort of giggles, a Chiappa Badger. If you've ever seen one of them, it's like the smallest gun ever. Well, apart from a long barrel pistol, I suppose. But no, let me know what you guys use. What is your? Do you prefer the hard cases? I mean, I prefer a drag bag because I can literally just throw it on my shoulders, you know, and it depends sort of what gear you're taking with you, doesn't it? Myself, I've got bags for cameras. You know, I'm generally taking gongs as well, which weigh a ton, you know, depending on how much I'm taking. So it's nice to, if I'm just, I mean, it's not very often I'm reviewing just one gun either. If I am, then the drag bag is perfect, you know. If I'm not, then the drag bag and another drag bag of some description. I've got another one here. This is the, I can never say it, the Canny Progear. You can see it's used. Check out the mud. This is a double one. Again, this is brilliant. I think I've done a separate review on this thing. Again, it gets used. You know, it really does get used. Check out the playlist for like the separate reviews of these things. The double one, I believe, I don't like to sort of talk about prices. The double one of this, I think it's around the same sort of price. I don't know. I don't like talking prices, but you've got to spend probably 150 quid or so if you want a good drag bag. But there are other options. Like I said, you've got the Pelican cases. Pelican cases sort of thing. You'll take a firearm. You know, you travel with it like on a plane or something like that, for example. But you may have seen this. Now these are, I have again done a separate video on this, so you may have already seen it on the channel. But it is the Presidia rifle bag. What? You get a rifle in there? No. Basically, it's sort of, I can't really demonstrate, but you put it over your scope, because that bit and that bit covers your scope. Even if you've got a sunshade on, it will cover it up. And then you basically just clip this underneath. Obviously, take your bolt out as well, if you've got a bolt action rifle, and put your bolt in there. And then you can literally just pick your rifle up like that, and it supports everything. The bolt's there, it's showing that it's safe. But it's interesting what certain ranges may think about that, because obviously you're going to still have your barrel sticking out. You know, it's just going to cover the action and the scope. I think for the Precision Rifle League guys, that is a cool option. Possibly. Don't know. Let me know what you think. But I'm really liking that. I've not actually used it in anger, should I say. So I do need to take that on. It'll be interesting to see what sort of looks I get as I'm walking. Obviously not in a public place. No, I wouldn't recommend that. But at a range, you know, possibly. Would you get moaned at getting a rifle out of your car at your local club that's just got one of these on? Yeah, I don't know about that one. I'll let one of you guys try that and let me know the results. Excuse me, I'm just going to have a drink. On the homemade vodka again. Let's just jump in on the comments. So, how do I do this? This is just a problem I have when I'm on my own. So it's always, I have to go a bit, what's the word? You have to bear with me when I'm sort of jumping in the comments. Thank you very much, Stephen Wolf. He's given me blimey, I've never had one of them. What is it? A super chat. Thank you very much for that. That's very kind. I think someone else has as well. I'll scroll down in a minute. Yeah, cheers for that. That helps the channel. That's really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Because I don't get paid for doing this channel. Well, I say I didn't get paid for doing this channel. You get a snippet off of YouTube, but they don't like. They're not really keen on sort of gun videos, putting adverts in gun videos. But I don't know, it is what it is. But no, much appreciated. That helps towards the channel. Helps cover my costs, because it's quite interesting. Some of these videos, you know, believe it or not, and a lot of YouTubers will tell you, a lot of the videos that you do, a lot of videos that I've done in the past, you end up sort of out of pocket by the time you've paid for ammo and range fees and get into ranges and stuff like that. You end up quite a bit out of pocket, but it's not about that. We do it for the love. We do it for the love. So no, thanks very much for that. It's really appreciative. Right, Mark B. Hi, right. Have you been going back over old videos and putting music on them? Mark B. No, I don't know. Why have some of my videos got a bit of Kylie to them now or something? No, a lot of old videos that I did, because I was new to sort of editing and stuff, I'd put music. I would put music in them. Originally, I put sort of like rock music to sort of jazz them up a little bit, but then the copyright thing come in, and some of them videos, there were a lot of, beginning of the channel, there was a lot of airsoft videos that I did, because I was big into the airsoft, and yeah, a lot of those videos got deleted due to copyright infringement and stuff like that. So slap wrist for that. But no, I tend not to put music unless, I mean, I did do what did I do? I think I've done like little roundup videos. I've done I think the 40,000 subscriber video that I did. I just put a few sort of snippets at the end of that video, just to you know, and chuck some music in there to make it a bit better. You know, cuts out all my bad language when I'm missing the target and whatnot. But yeah, no, not really put music in there. Like I said, I tend not to. I don't know. I like, you get a lot of gun tubers, like, for example, Callum off English Shooting. He does a great channel. His videos are really polished. You know, he's got all the latest cameras, all that sort of stuff. Real good at editing and you know, doing thumbnails and stuff like that for the video. But I kind of like the raw edit, if that makes sense. Not that I can not be asked to edit properly. I just like the raw shakiness of my video. I don't know. I just kind of like it a bit. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. A little bit more. I like it kind of organic, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's just me. Yeah, organic. We'll stick with that. Organic. So, Steve Wolf, I love the rack wall, the cool wall. All right, shall I talk you through the cool wall? So, we've got an old classic up here. What is it? CZ452. I think I've had that thing ages. That is a cool rifle. I've had that probably at least 10 years. It has, can you see? You can just about see it's got a Caliber Innovations can on the end of that. That is a great rifle. It's quite an old one, and the bolt is just like, it's like silk. You know, absolute silk it is. Then I've got the trusty Stoeger M3k there with a custom paintwork from High Caliber Coatings. So that is pretty cool. I'm going to be getting some work done on this eventually. I'm going to get Magload to basically just race it up a little bit, you know, sort of chop out the loading port, just make it easier, and, you know, fettle it a little bit and make it a bit more faster to load, because I don't know, I'm still struggling with them quad loads. You guys into your practical shotgunning, you practice with your quad loading? I've been doing a bit actually. I can prove that I have, not before this video. That's why I was almost late for the video. But now I've got my dummy cartridges there. I've been doing a bit of quad loading when I've been really bored. But unfortunately, I've been back at work, so I haven't really been that bored. And then next on the call wall is the Desert Tech. I keep calling them Desert Tactical Arms. That's what they used to be called. Desert Tech 308. That one is. That's the SRS, I believe. Still not used that because I'm still waiting for my range to open so I can go and sort of test that. It's a bit heavy to use on my permission. Although I don't want to because most of my permissions are really, really flat, and plus I have got the room, but I don't know. I'm just waiting for for the ranges to open, basically. So that's kindly on loan from Oceania Defence as well. And then I've mentioned the Savage B22. I can't pick it up, guys, and show you. I know it's at a bit of a bad angle. It's because I'm filming off a laptop. That thing, I'm well impressed with that. Really impressed with that. That's kindly on loan from Edgar Brothers. It's got Bushnell Forge on top, glasses, and that's the Magpul bipod. Again, I'm going to do a separate video on that because I'm quite impressed with that thing as well. So that's quite interesting. Something cool I'll just show you guys. One of my friends on Facebook sent me this. Check this out. It's into his 3D printing. It's a don't get excited, no weird comments, all right. But it's a 3D printed 308 round, obviously not to scale, but check this out. Oh, what? How cool is that? Probably a little bit too much powder in there. I don't know for you reloaders, but how cool is that for a man cave ornament? That is cool. I don't know whether I should disclose his name because he might get inundated with orders. So I don't know whether he wants me to do that. But if you check out the page, I think I did post this on Instagram actually, and on the Facebook page. On the Facebook page. I keep thinking I'm on Facebook. I'm not. I'm on YouTube. On the Facebook page, I've posted a picture of this, and I'm surprised he's not been inundated. But apparently, he's doing some shotgun cartridges as well. Like, how cool is that? How cool is that? So yeah, buzzing about it. Let's just jump in to some of the comments. To bear with me. Yes, Steve Wolf. Sorry, I didn't read your comment fully. So I wanted to ask if now that outdoor ranges are opening, can you go shoot? Well, I think I've kind of answered that. Can I go shooting and start reviewing guns? Well, yeah. Like I said, I've not been to a range yet. Just been to one of my permissions to test that Savage B22 out. So yeah, they're going to start coming, I think. And I think the range where I go to test, I believe that's opening soon anyway. So hopefully we'll be going at full steam again. I seriously need to as well. Because I don't know, I'm getting a bit of well, they're not to review. These two are, but I'm just getting a bit of a backlog now because I've got the let me think. I've got the Tyrannus, I've got that to do, and I've got the Chris Vector to do. So I've not even shot them yet. So it's seriously got to get back into it, guys. I'm just going to lose my flow. So let's jump into some more of the comments. Everyone's saying hello. Thanks for joining us anyway, guys. So when are you coming back? Okay, so Jagger Singh, when are you coming back to Wednesbury Marksman? You're a new member. Oh, okay, yeah. Wednesbury Marksman range. I don't know, when is that open? Let me know when that is open, because that's not far away from Double Juice. So if you watch some of my videos and see the American looking indoor range where I sometimes do some of my testing, that is Double Juice, and that is an awesome range. But Wednesbury Marksman Club, that is brilliant as well. I'll have to try and get down there because that is a good little range. That was a few years ago when I went down there and did some videoing. So yeah, that'll be I'll be up for it. Let me know when that opens. So if any of you guys have got details about your club, dates, of when they're opening, chuck them in the comments, because I'm sure there's guys that will want to know. So yeah, cool. 617's here. Evening, 617. How you doing, mate? Go check out his YouTube channel out. Let me just jump in some more. Just watch your old Walther LGU review. Yeah. Someone, Mark B, you're complaining about the music. Yeah, it's an old one. All the old, a lot of the old videos have music on, because what I used to do is, because I kind of do two separate videos now with, I don't know, it depends how I do it. I generally do a range time video so you can see all the action in one video, and then I'll do a review video, because if I did it all together, it'd be like an hour long, and plus it makes the channel a bit more, gives the channel a bit more content, sort of doing two separate videos, if that makes sense. So, you know, some guys just want to see it in action. Some guys just want to see the review and listen to me talking about it. But generally in the review, I'll put like a bit of footage of it in anyway, or in the corner of the video. So, but no, a lot of the videos in the past have had music on at the start of the video, where I put the range time, like 3 or 4 minutes of range time at the start of the review video. But I tend not to do that now. So I don't know. It's just sort of changing my ways, adapting, evolving. So, oh, that's a good question. Oh yeah, so Mark B, back to work, Mr. Teledrive. Yeah, if anyone doesn't know, I drive a telescopic forklift for a job at the moment. I don't do this full time. Trust me, I wish I did. I also write for Gun Martin Shooting Sports magazine as well, as and when. So, as and when I get a chance to write for them. So, well, I've had plenty of time, actually. I've written quite a few, well, I say quite a few, probably 2 reviews while we've been off. So, well, hey ho, it is what it is. Good question, Gareth. Is that Gareth Wynn? How do you become an RFD? Are you asking me how I became an RFD, or how do you become an RFD? I'll tell you how I became an RFD. It was the fact that it wasn't through having a YouTube channel. So don't sort of crank up a YouTube channel, you know, with a few gun reviews thinking you're going to get your RFD. I don't think it works like that. The reason I got mine was because I was writing for, and still am writing for, magazines, writing gun reviews or kit reviews, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, and basically, it made life a lot easier to have my RFD, because to start with, at the start of this channel, I could only basically do my own stuff. I could only sort of review my own stuff, or possibly someone else's at the range. But I don't know, with me, I can't really do a review. You see a lot of YouTubers, gun tubers, they'll have something like for like an hour or so, or they'll put a couple of boxes of ammunition through it, and then they'll do a review on it. I can't really do that. I need to have something for a couple of weeks. Do you know what I mean? And I've got to sort of sit on the settee fiddling with it, probably before I even sort of take it out, you know, to the range. And then got to put, depending what it is, you know, obviously being, what's the word, economical as far as costs of ammo go. If it's like a rimfire, then I'll chuck loads through it, you know, and see if I can not break it. But no, I won't say that. I didn't say that. But if I can, I don't know, find its weak points. I don't know. I mean, I found a bit of a weak point, but I don't know whether it was a weak point. It might have been because it was a bit dirty, but I found with some ammo, it was failing to extract. But it might just be it's a little bit dirty. So further investigation is required for that. But no, as far as becoming an RFD, yeah. So basically, because I was writing, it just made life easier to get hold of new stuff. You know, to bring in, to write a review about, I wasn't able to sort of approach someone and say, oh, can you send me the latest desert tech, and and transfer it onto my own FAC. It's just too much hassle, and it'd just be an absolute nightmare, and it'd end up costing me loads doing a variation. Could you imagine it, putting in a variation? Oh, I want to review that, I've got to do a variation for it, wait a month, 2 months, however long it takes for a variation before they'll send it me. It just wouldn't work like that. It'd just be a total and utter nightmare. So, cut a long story short, I've dragged that out a bit, haven't I, really? I basically had a word with my firearms licensing department. Told them that I had write-ups in magazines to obviously show them. They came round. We had a good chat for about an hour and a half. And where I am in Staffordshire, they're absolutely brilliant. The guy that come round, he was pretty much buzzing about it. To be fair, he was basically just saying it's dead interesting, because usually he just does renewals and variations all the time. This is going back some years, and he was quite interested in what I did, and so yeah. And then a couple of weeks later, the RFD landed on the mat, and God mode was activated as far as getting stuff goes. So yeah, but that's how I got mine, basically. Unless you're, I don't know, customizing, should I say customizing, or gunsmithing, or selling, or I've got mine under a journalistic and testing, what's the word? Yeah, I've got them under that for journalistic and testing use. So I wouldn't be able to sort of be sent a hunting rifle and go hunting with it. I could only target shoot. Do you know what I mean? Just for testing. So there are some people that can go hunting, reviewers, and I believe Pete Moore, editor of Shooting Sports Magazine, he can hunt with firearms that he's got on his RFD. So, which makes sense really if you're testing out a hunting rifle. I guess it makes sense. Right then, so let's just jump in some more of the comments. Right, and so everyone's saying evening. Sorry, I'm a bit behind on this. Patch wall looks good. Richard Maunder, is that how I say your name? I've seen your name before, actually. Patch wall looks good. I see you put up the IV. Yeah, of course I have. It's up there somewhere. The Iraq veteran, 88, 88. Yeah, the patch is up there. Mark B, my range is back. My range is my back garden. Yeah. So it's open for business, the back garden is. Using air rifles at the moment until Wednesbury Marksman opens again. Yeah, I mean, I've been plinking in the back garden up until sort of Friday, and that was the first time I went out. My God, could I not wait? I just could not wait to get out. As soon as I was given the green light, from my permission, I was like literally loading the car up. So, well, as soon as I got home from work. But so, anyone? Yeah, I say throw in the comments, guys. I am a bit behind on the comments, but if your club is open or you've got a date for when it's opening, chuck it in the comments. Let everyone else know. Sorry, hang on. User. Yeah, that's a good. Hang on, I've dropped down a bit too far in the comments. My three. Oh yeah, so Lee. I can't say your. How do you say your surname? Kites, is that Keats? My 3-month probation postponed. Is that at your club? Your three-month probation? I guess it is, isn't it? Nightmare. Yeah, I don't know when like indoor ranges and are going to open. I mean, well, that obviously they're going to have to put all their sort of COVID-19, you know, lines on the floor, 2-meter spacings on the line on the floor, and all that sort of stuff. I don't know. It's going to be weird, especially indoor ranges. I really think they're going to be. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Okay. Any news on the review of the Allen Westlake revolver? I've not actually chased that up. Actually, no. That'll be interesting. That's one of I could do with doing one of them. I'll have to contact him. Yeah, that'd be a good. That's the muzzle. If anyone doesn't know, the Allen Westlake revolver is it's the muzzle loading revolver, but you can get like Smith and Wessons, can't you? Yeah, it'd be nice to do one of them. Very much so. If I can, I'll put the word out. See if we can get hold of one. So that's all I can do. I've kind of been a little bit, I don't know, a little bit quiet as far as pestering companies for stuff during this lockdown, because obviously, you know, they're not at work and they don't want the hassle of me pestering it. You know, everything's just a little bit frozen in time, isn't it? At the minute, it's just crap, isn't it? So yeah. Okay. Rackham family live stream. Okay, so been doing more work on my own range, but a little. Yeah, okay. Sorry, guys, I'm just keeping. 617, the only bag for rifles. What the aim drag bag? Yeah, they are good. They are good. The Canny Progear are good bags as well. I've only got, like I say, I've only got the double of that. I've not sort of tested out the single. But what we talked, that reminds me actually, because I sort of skipped off that. We're on about rifle carry or gun carry, but what about sort of ammo carry? Again, I've got take a rucksack. Obviously, you don't take a rucksack if you've got a drag bag, do you? I don't know. I've got some Canny Progear rucksacks. They are amazing. I use them like when I'm out on my push bike, trying to keep fit. They are good. I mean, here's one that has really stood the test of time, and this is pretty much my go-to. This is my go-to every time I go down the range. Bag. I forget them. I did do a review on it actually. It's the 511. I forget the name of it. I think it is called a range bag. Yeah, this thing, it does need a bit of a clean, but this thing, literally, my life goes in here. Literally, when I'm down the range, ammo, cameras, it all goes in there, apart from obviously firearms. I just pretty much cram everything in there. Food, first aid kit. That is a good subject, actually. I should have thought of that earlier. So yeah, that is all my spent brass is in there as well. I need to sort of, this is how messy I am. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to sort of hold this up, but this is from the other. I've not cleaned this bag out. I don't know if you'll see, but that's like from pre-lockdown. I just haven't sorted my bag out. It's got empty brass in there, empty boxes. It's just a mess. Just a mess. I need to do that. I can do that tomorrow, can't I? Bank holiday Monday is one of them days where you do jobs like that. First aid kits, that's an interesting one. Does anyone take a first aid kit to the range or when they're out hunting? Do they take one with them? Do they chuck one in with them? Should do, really, should do. Hopefully you'll never need it, but you never know. You've only got to be like stung by a wasp, haven't you, or something like that. It can really screw your day up. I think I did do a video a few years back, actually, on range first aid kits. Using, what did I use? I used the tubs that you get when you order a Chinese takeaway. Just using them, just throwing a few bits in one of them, closing it up with a lid, chucking it in your bag. Forget about it, but when you need it, it is there, and it's a pretty good idea. I think so. Anyway. Right then. So throw out some more comments, guys. We're going till 8 o'clock tonight. Yeah, I thought I'd just do a bit of an earlier one. Steve Wolf, reviewing the Strybog anytime soon. That's the Tyrannus. I wanted to see a rack review of the gun. I've seen other reviews on it, and I'm loving what I'm seeing. Yeah, I've started, believe it or not, I've started writing the review of that. Obviously, up until I'll have to stop writing until when I get to the point where I've got to tell people how good it is downrange, because obviously I haven't done that bit yet. But yeah, that is one I'm looking forward to using. I love the feel of that thing. It is so pointable. It's just, I wish I should have put it on here actually. It's just super compact, and it seems real good quality, and for the price point as well. I think it needs to be good quality. I think they're touching $1,000, aren't they? I think they are. Whereas you can get like GSG 16 for like half the price. So it'd be interesting. I'd expect it to be super reliable, or as reliable as it can be for a 2.2 rimfire. So yeah, I'm looking forward to putting that thing through its paces. Yeah, very much so. It'd be interesting to see one of them on like a mini rifle circuit, for example. See how they go on. If you're not so keen, or you want something different from an AR, you've got loads of options now, haven't you? If you're not so keen on the AR platform, why you wouldn't be keen on the AR platform, I don't know. But you've got that now. The Tyrannus, you've got the Chris Vector. I don't know. I love the feel of that thing. I'm just a bit, I don't know. It's not flattering to the eye. I don't think so. Anyway, I don't know. It's just, no. I don't know. I'm not. It doesn't really blow my skirt up. Do you know what I mean? Not that I wear skirts. I don't know. It just doesn't. The look of it. It may shoot amazingly well, and it does feel good, but it's the look of it. I'm just not so keen on it. So, might be the black bag looks like a bass guitar bag. Oh, you're on about the Canny Progear one? Yeah, it's a bit of a big one. Sorry, guys, I'm just hit the laptop and shook everyone. Quite funny, actually. Hang on, what have I done here? I've just missed off the comments. God, this computer. God, it's a nightmare. So, I just sort of mention as well, when I was out shooting on testing the Savage B22, it's going to be quite a funny video actually, that is, because it was blowing an absolute gale, and on 3 occasions while I'm shooting, I've got the camera set up on the tripod, the camera just goes and collapses. The whole thing just blows over, and I literally grab the tripod, bring it back up, and I'm like, sorry guys, are you all right? And I just carry on. It's quite funny. I might leave that bit in. It was just quite funny at the time. It wasn't. Well, it was and it wasn't. I thought, oh, crap, is my camera bust to pieces or what? I don't know. But no, it was interesting. It was just blowing a gale, but that thing, it did all right. To be fair, I was doing my best. I mean, a shot. I'll explain this. I'll explain my excuses when I do the review of that, because I got some okay-ish groups, but it was howling. And I was next to a tree, this massive tree. It was like 40-foot high tree that had come down, so I was trying to use that as a windbreak, but yeah, it was just a bit of a nightmare. But I didn't care. I was out shooting. It could have been absolutely peeing it down in rain, and I would have gone out. So Zach, thank you very much for the super chat there. That's very kind of you. It helps the channel. What would you say is best air rifle? Oh God, that's an interesting one. Best air rifle depends whether it's like a Springer, Nitro, or PCP. We'll go with PCP. I'd go for, it's got to be the HW100. Them things are just solid, bomb-proof. Yeah, as far as a pre-charged pneumatic goes, HW100, pretty much every time. For an all-rounder sort of industrial, no, not industrial, that's not fair. Bit of a workhorse, that thing is. Yeah, definitely go for one of them. Depends what your budget is, depends what you want it for. So, Chris Lewis, just got my Peli 1720 off my mate, but due to lockdown, like so many others, my probation is suspended, so got nothing to put in it. I see you on about a Peli case, yeah, they are. I have got one. I've got one upstairs. Well, not in the not here in the rat cave. I've got one that one of the tests got. I think the Savage come in it, so it's this big, massive Peli case, but this little Savage come in it. But I might do a separate review on the case actually. So it's a bit of a battered one. I think Edgar Brothers use it for sort of transporting or sending review guns out. So it's quite interesting. I might do a separate review on that. Don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Do I prefer? I'm asking myself a question now. Do I prefer drag bags or do I prefer sort of Peli cases? I think myself, I prefer the drag bags. They're easier to sort of get in a car. You can sort of squash them in a little bit. People that send me guns, they didn't hear me say squash. I don't squash them in a place, and then I don't know. I just find them Peli cases. You know, that for example, like I was just saying, it's in a massive case that's sort of like that, and it's just got that gone in. They just take a lot of room up. I think. I don't know. I think it's definitely drag bags for me. Definitely drag bags. I see Callum's here from English Shooting. Hi, Callum. I'm just struggling along again, Callum, on my own. You know, nothing's gone wrong amazingly on this stream. So I think this is probably my third one in recent times on my own, and nothing's gone wrong. Touch wood. You watch, my wife is probably in the house. She'll start streaming a movie or something that will use all my bandwidth, and that'll be it. Stream up and cut. So, okay, yeah. Let me have a look. Just jump in. Who's that? Steve Wolf. Didn't know there was a Rack and Load live stream. Okay, yeah, I did put it up. You see, I put these. Probably I don't give enough warning of these live streams because I sort of look at my schedule and I'm like, yeah, I'll just clear it with the missus. So I'm getting notifications coming through. I'm getting notification. I have to sort of notify the missus that I am doing a live stream. Book it with her. Make sure it doesn't interfere with her schedule or what she may or may not have me booked for. Yeah, enough about that. So yeah, I tend to don't give enough notice. I know Callum from English Shooting, he does his sort of every Thursday night, but I kind of just do mine a little bit randomly. I thought it'd be cool doing it on a Sunday evening, bit of an early one, and it's bank holiday, so most people haven't got work. Well, a lot of people haven't got work tomorrow anyway. And if you have the chance, so you're off because it's bank holiday, so it's what it is. So yeah, yeah. It's just nice to sometimes randomly sort of just say, right, we'll do a live stream there. But no, just keep an eye on Instagram, Facebook. I can put notifications. Yeah, I can put notifications on YouTube when I schedule one, so you'll get like a notification of that if you click the bell on the channel. So, but yeah, well. These seem to go all right. I always dread them. Do you know what, guys? I always dread doing these live streams. Callum from English Shooting, he's really good at them. I'm just, I don't know. I don't know whether I waffle on or what. I panic. I think that's my problem. Is I panic because stuff always goes wrong usually. But no, guys, just throw some more questions out. I don't know how far down I am on them. So Desert, yeah, Steve Wolf, you like the Desert Tech? I do like that. I mean, it would be interesting to, when I do the review of that, I'll sort of strip out, I'll show you how the barrel comes out. Those guys who don't know about this thing, basically, you can get all the different calibers for it. So, and basically a different bolt as well, and magazine. So I believe they go from 223 up to 50. So you can pretty much, you buy one platform and all the barrels and bolts and mags. So you can just basically just change caliber. You know, so you've, although people say that they're dead expensive, I'm not sure the actual price tag of them. I think they're around the 5K mark, are they, something like that? Buy all the barrels with them, you've got like half a dozen rifles in one, if you like that platform. I don't know if I do because I'm lefty, so that's going to be a bit of a problem. Visit to the dentist if I shoot that left-handed, I fear. So I'm going to be shooting that right-handed because I've not really got much choice with it being a ball put, unless I want to break my smile, and I don't particularly want to do that. So that'll be interesting, and I'm sure my results on paper will show that as well, that I've shot it right-handed. So I'm just getting in my excuse now on that one. So yeah, let me just scroll down again. Oh God, blooming computer. What scope are you going to put on the Desert Tech? I think I've got a loophole in there that I'll chuck on. I think, yeah, I'll chuck a loopy on there. I think I'm just trying to think what other scopes I've got free. Maybe I might have a vortex I can put on there. I'll probably chuck the loopy on there actually, so because that's one I want to test out anyway. So yeah, hopefully. Gary Perry, Minsterley Ranges open in June. Okay, so yeah, good. I think June is when a lot of ranges seem to be opening. The ones that I'm sort of getting wind of anyway. June seems to be the month. So yeah. So who's that? Can't say your name. Francia. Hi to all. Will you do a review now? I can do a mini review now. Should I do a mini review? What do you reckon? Something I've got to plug, and I'll do a bit of a review on it if you want. But it's not. It is shooting related, but I've got to give these a plug anyway because they do help the channel out quite a bit. You always see me wearing them, so I've got to give them a shameless plug. My Wiley X's. So if you guys shoot, well, you guys shoot anyway. You won't be watching this, would you? I cannot rate these things enough. Wiley X's, and that goes for any of the models. Okay, these things are just amazing, and I'll show you why. I've got the proof why these things are amazing. Whether you just want to wear them driving your car, fishing, cycling, just in general looking cool, they work. Trust me, they work. But these are the Wiley X Captivates. These are the new ones, the Amiga ones, and they are the lenses in them. They're very, I don't know, they're very clever. You know, if you watch a 3D movie, those glasses, it's kind of like that, but it enhances the colours. These do. It's ever so strange. That's the only way I can explain it. Really, really strange. But the good thing about these and all of Wiley X's models are the ballistic lenses. And I've got a set of lenses here. They've been shot with, you can read it there. I don't know whether that's backwards. It looks backwards on my view, but it's not. 12 gauge shotgun, 10 meters using steel shot, and it's not even gone through. So literally, I can just feel the pellet marks there. So if you like your eyes, and I'm sure most of you do, Wiley X's. I know Oakley's. Yeah, Oakley's. They're not ballistic lenses. Not on. They are. I think some of the models are, but not all of them. Wiley X's. All of them are. So 10 meters with a shotgun and it's not gone through. Say no more. Say no more. So, any review there. I've also got, actually, this is something I keep forgetting to review. Again, it's on the sort of glasses. Well, for you guys that like video in your stuff, I tend to do a bit. Is these, I've had these ages. I really need to do them. And I have actually got some footage with them, but I've never actually looked at the footage. Is the aim cams. So these are basically ballistic glasses, but they've got a little mini camera on there. You've probably seen if you've gone to any recent shooting shows here in the UK, you've probably seen their stand. So these are the aim cams. You put a little to whereabouts, you put it in there, little SD card in there, and you press the buttons, and, you know, to play, record, or whatever, well, to stop, start, record, and you get your footage there. So through that little camera. Interesting. I think I'll just sort of tell you the problem I had with these. When you watch if you Google these, you'll see a video of some guy wearing them, and the thing is, he's got the camera. This is what I couldn't get. He's got the camera right in front of his eye, so it's sort of over here and about there. So where he's sort of looking down the barrel, the camera's right in front of him, and I was like, that looks like it's just in the way of your line of sight. So basically what I did, because I just couldn't get on with it, is I flipped the camera up like that. So yeah, it's going to be recording. Let me get this straight. It's going to be recording upside down because I twizzled the camera around. I'm sure I did. Twizzled the camera around. So it's going to be filming upside down. So I'll have to flip the video over. But that is a review that I've yet to do. They say it'll improve your shooting. I think that's what they say. But I've had various cameras mounted on guns, on my head, on glasses. I don't know. I've found, in my experience doing YouTube stuff, back in the day when I was doing airsoft and I was sort of filming with GoPros and stuff like that, I've found that the best place to have a camera is mounted on your head rather than on glasses or on the firearm that you're using. So in my experience anyway, but I don't know, great idea. I think probably more for possibly the clay shooter, but just don't have the camera in your line of sight because it's just going to interfere with your shooting. I don't know, I noticed that on their stand. I just thought the video that they were playing on their stand, I just thought it's just going to get in the way of your line of sight. It really is, you know, because when you see the footage, they're actually looking right down where your eye would look down the barrel. But obviously the camera's got to be there as well to get that viewpoint. So I don't know. So yeah, that's a video that's a review that is still ongoing. That is so, but they're well made. They're definitely well made. Come in a snazzy case as well. But I don't know. Interesting one. I need a drink, guys. Sorry, this vodka's going down too well. So what time are we at? Blimey, are we nearly at an hour? I cannot believe that. This has flown. Okay, so Chris Parkins here. Hiya, Chris. Doing it as full-time job. Be careful what you wish for. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. So David Martin, did you find out why? What's that? The FX impact was so inaccurate. Yeah, that's interesting. There's been a lot of people commenting on that video. The FX Impact Mark II. That was a sub 12 foot-pound one. Loads of people put in the comments. It's quite interesting, actually. Loads of people put in the comments, oh, it's because it's sub 12 foot-pounds. You need to, you need an FAC version because its sweet spot is at whatever foot-pounds or whatever, and you've got to use the slug ammo, stuff like that. And then other people were like, oh, it needs to be tuned. And I was like, well, just paid how much of them things are like 1,500 quid or something. You've just paid 1,500 quid. Yeah, it's not going to shoot straight when you get it out of the box. That don't sit well with me. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know some people say like some firearms you've got to run a few through it or whatever, break it in, so to speak. But I don't know. If I was paying, say, for example, 1,500 quid for an air rifle, and it wasn't at the very least clover leaf in it, say 30 yards, I would be a little bit annoyed myself. Just saying. You know, I've had sub 12 foot-pound rifles in the past, air rifles. You know, that have like pellet on pellet straight out of the box. So, and an FX one that's like 3-4 times the price. I don't know what I was doing wrong. I was shooting straight as I could, you know, when I was getting bad results with that. I was using the recommended pellets. So, don't know. Interesting one. Very interesting one. So, no, I didn't really find out what the problem with that was. I should have get an FAC one to test. You know, get a high powered one, test it with slugs. You know, some people did say you need to do that and you'll find it'll be bang on. So yeah, I can get hold of one. I can do that. So I don't think FX like me after that video. I know Air Arms don't anyway after one of my previous videos that I did. So that's another story. Okay? Are you going to organise shooting? Are you going to organise any shooting days when we are back to normal? Shooting days, as in what? Get a few of us together? That sounds like it could be a plan. Could be a plan. Logistic-wise, I don't know why we'd do that. But I don't know, depends who's a member of what club and what not. But yeah, that's doable. Just reading another comment. Do you think the AR-15 straight pull market will get better in the UK? I'd love a straight pull AR, but it just seems mad. That's it. That's an interesting one. I can't see half of it, and it probably it's just disappeared. That comment has. Oh, there you go. So I'd love a straight pull AR in 223, but it just seems mad that for the same price you can get a decent precision rifle like an RPR. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Depends what you want to use it for, doesn't it? Really, if you want a nice bolt action gun, like an RPR, for example, is almost an AR, isn't it? Really, in some respects, you know, it's got like the AR pistol grip, the AR-4N, but it's bolt action. I don't know. The nearest thing that I've had to that I thought was a nice sort of cross between was that Schmeiser SP15. Check the video of that. That's probably one of my favourites that I've used. It was blooming accurate. It was felt like a bolt action, but it wasn't. It was a straight pull, just the way it was laid out. But it was an AR, so that thing was good. Was really good. But I don't know. It's your personal preference. I mean, for me, if I was in the market for a 223, I think I did say in that video as well, the Schmeiser video, I was like, God, I'm getting one of these. It was just really nice to shoot, that was. And the beauty of the AR platform is it's just totally upgradable, isn't it? You can just dress that thing up however you want. Yeah, it's versatile. So yeah, RPRs, yeah, they're all right, aren't they? You know, it just depends what you want. It's personal preference. You know, do you want the tactical look? Can I say tactical on YouTube? So, someone from India, greetings from India. Fred Morrison. Oh, he's just mentioning a playground. Yeah, bro, that's one in what's that? Ribbleside Playground near Preston is open. Okay, cool. looking forward to a new airgun review. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do next. So, but I'm pretty much airgun wise. I get them from my local dealer, Livens. So they pretty much sort me out with air rifles. So basically, just go and grab something off the shelf that sort of takes my fancy. Well, generally, if they've got more than one off, just in case someone wants to buy, rings up and says, "Oh, have you got one of these in? I'm coming to buy it." No, Rack and Load's got it. And they'll be like, "Oh." So they don't like me doing it if they've only got one in stock. So, but yeah, I generally just get hold of whatever airgun wise from them. So until they're back open, airgun wise, don't know. See what some of the companies that I deal with may or may not have in store. We'll see. I need to just get out the door what I've got basically at the minute, and just sort of rotate a little bit. Okay, so what's this? Near of Colin, Neil, the Merseyside Armoury. So Alan Westlake revolvers. They may let you have one for a review, maybe. Okay, interesting. Maybe I shall have a word with them. And Chris Parkin, first aid kit and CSK in a range bag. Yeah, I think it's an absolute, isn't it? I don't know. Do you guys keep first aid kits in your cars? Should do really. Yeah, I think that should be made law in your car. That you have. I know some countries it is, isn't it? But yeah, be prepared, you ex-Boy Scouts. I'm actually a Scout leader, so be prepared, guys. Okay, let's scroll down these comments. God, I was only going to go till 8 o'clock, but it's sort of going over. I'll run for another 15 minutes, guys, and catch up on some of the comments. So, hang on. Where are we? So, I'm just catching up. Sorry, guys. Some say better than the MP5. What are we talking about there, Steve Wolf? Some say better than the MP5. Big words. I'm not sure what you're on about there. Can you recommend a decent left-hand target stock for a Remington 700? Shoot left, hand right. Shoot. Let me get that straight. Let me figure that out. Right. Okay. Shoot left hand, right hand bolt. Okay. So basically you just want a right hand rifle, don't you, with an ambidextrous stock, basically. That one I've got is full left hand. That's 700 in the Accuracy International stock. So it's got the bolt on the left hand side. I have to think. Would that bother me personally? I'm pretty much like you. I'm that used to using a right-handed bolt that I wouldn't go out and choose a left-handed bolt. For me, it's the stock. So what you want is like an ambidextrous stock, basically. A lot of the chassis stocks are kind of ambidextrous, aren't they? That Accuracy International one I've got, I don't know whether they do them anymore. They're quite an old one. Could I reckon? I'm not really up on my stocks, to be fair. God, I need to brush up really. There's loads, isn't there, for a Remington 700? Chris Parkin, he's in the comments. He might know. He might be able to answer you on that one. Jason Vale about the decent target stock, so he might be able to help you out there in the comments. There's loads, aren't there? GRS, do they do them for 700? I think they do them for everything, don't they? Don't know if I've seen a left-handed GRS stock. Don't know. I'm not really up to speed on my stocks, and I really should be. Okay. Steve Wolf, you like the HW range here? You can't. You can't go wrong, can you, with HW? Tim Ward. I've just seen it. Oh, hang on. God, every time I press the thing, it sort of jumps up 10 comments. Blooming technology, tell you. Tim Ward is late. What do you mean you're late? No, you're not missed much, just me waffling on. But YouTube will sort of upload it automatically. So if you're watching this live, thanks for joining us. If you're watching it on the replay, still throw out the comments, guys. Still sort of answering. Yeah, I was running this for an hour. We're going to go for another 10 minutes to about 8:15. So I think my wife will just pull the plug. So. Oh God, my wife is there. She's doing one of them emojis. I don't know what that means. It's because I told her that I was going in at 8. Oops. Just put the kettle on. I'll be in 10. Tim Ward. I use Daisy glasses. Really good, but Daisy glasses. Not seen them, but Wileys are good. They're not cheap, but they are excellent. Excellent. I mean, if the American Sniper wears them in the movie, then it just goes without saying, doesn't it, really? So Tim Ward, yeah, put the camera on your head. Yeah, I find that's the best place to put your camera when filming, shooting. I really do. You don't get the shake of the gun so much, and trying to look down the barrel. I don't know, trying to look down the barrel, it doesn't really give you a great perspective, whereas when a camera's on your head, you know, for sort of cool footage anyway, it gets you it can sort of view you handling the gun more, operating the gun more. I don't know, I don't know. So it is, yeah, it's an interesting one. It took me a few years to find out, and through trial and error. I don't particularly do a lot of filming now where I've got a camera mounted on my head. I tend to be. It depends what I'm using. Depends. If I'm moving about a bit, I think the last one I did was probably shotgun videos where I'm doing like a bit of a practical course or something like that. Then I'll tend to use a camera on my head just to give you that sort of first person perspective. Oh, someone's just throwing in a comment on YouTube. It's pinging through. So yeah, I tend to sort of put a camera on my head when I'm sort of running, moving about with a shotgun, for example, or maybe like a semi-auto 2.2 rimfire if I'm moving about doing a stage that I've made but I'll obviously have a static camera as well. A lot of people have commented as well when I'm shooting steel gongs. They're like, "Oh, you need to put a camera by the gong as well." Yeah, it gets a bit expensive with my shooting there. Putting bullet holes in cameras. No, I did do that actually. Friday night when I was videoing that, I suddenly remember I was like, "Oh, people are moaning they can't see the gong," so I went and set the camera right by the gong, well, close to the gong, and zoomed in on it. So you'll see that on that video, on the Savage B22 video. So, just catching up. Hang on, that's an interesting. So I can see another comment there. If I buy a rack and load baseball cap, will I still be able to watch Airgun 101? Airgun 101, is that I don't know what that is. Is that a YouTube channel or is that a website? I think that's a website, isn't it? That Airgun Gear Show started. I think after his problems with YouTube. I can't remember now. Have you tried any bell targets? No, I haven't. No, I've not tried any bell targets. I tend to just use my AR 500 steel gongs that I use. I've got one of the gongs from Tom's Targets. So one of Tom's Targets I've got. They're really good. Probably get one or two more of those. So yeah, I tend not to. I have broke an AR 500 gong, believe it or not. Yeah, it's just outside the door. I can't get it there. I've got stuff leaning up against the door. But yeah, I have actually broke one through shooting it. So it's supposed to be 50 cal proof, but no, I broke one. So I usually get through a lot of chains, but no, I actually broke this one. It was actually on the ear. So a lot of the round steel that I use, I've got like the ears where the holes are, where you put the chains. I forget what I hit it with. I was probably a little bit close because we're doing run and gun with Soviet 7.62s, and what are we using now? We're using some like old war rifles anyway. I think we did get a little bit close, to be fair, for those targets, and we were like, we need to ease off a little bit. We're not doing the targets any good. No, not sort of dangerous or anything. It was just a bit close for the rounds that we were using, you know. And I think that's what broke that target. So, oops. But all good fun. All good fun. Let me just jump into the. Sorry, guys. Bear with me when I'm sort of reading the comments. I have to sort of just pause and then read. And so, my wife's on here. She's got 2 bottles. We've got just a laughing face and champagne flutes. I don't know what that means. She's probably getting drunk or something without me. Just wrong. So I'm just catching up. Oh, okay. Steve Wolf, so you're referring to that comment earlier, as in some people say the Strybog, i.e. the Tyrannus, is better than the MP5, or are you referring to like the GSG MP5 or the GSG 16? Well, the Tyrannus, the Strybog Tyrannus, it is almost twice the price, isn't it? So I guess you're getting what you paid for. I mean, if something's twice the price, I'm assuming it's going to be a little bit better quality. You know, that's generally how it goes. So yeah. Gary Perry, German gun stock company, do left-hand stocks for everything. That's interesting. Colin, did you get any patches in yet, Neil? No, I haven't. Funnily enough, I've not ordered anything from China because we seem to have had plenty of stuff from China recently. No, I've not got that order in yet. I should do. I should put an order in because I'm fresh out of patches, and I know a lot of the guys want these. I will. Let me just grab one. I will get some new 3D patches in. You know, the only ones I've got left are the ones that are on my kit. So they're probably worth more now anyway because they're in use. No, I will try and get some. I will. I promise. Remind me. Someone remind me when, you know, in a few weeks if I haven't done it. I'll try and put an order in. I'll have to try and contact the guys who made them for me. Get that, you know. So, Airgun 101 is the FX channel. Laugh out loud. Okay. So, Airgun 1, yeah, Airgun Gear Show. Okay, cool. Interesting. Yes, I say that on a lot of my airgun reviews that I don't know. A lot of YouTubers you can tell when they're in the pockets, can't you? Of manufacturers. I don't know. I know. I big up Wiley X, and I am a brand ambassador of Wiley X. Okay, yeah, but I'm not in their pocket by any means. Yeah, they send me freebies. I get that, but I do love these things anyway. They're just high quality. The ones, you know, I'm into my sunglasses, and when they double up as safety glasses as well, excellent. And then when you see American Sniper wearing them, you just want a pair anyway. So, don't know, but no, a lot you can tell when. Well, I know I won't go into it too much, but a lot of YouTube channels that you tend to see a lot of FX guns on do get a nice little salary from FX. I'll say no more. So yeah. Right then. So hang on. Steve Wolf's referring to the Strybog 9mm and the MP5 9mm. Okay, where you can own the full bore version. Okay. People have said that this Strybog could be better than. Oh, okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. So, right, and anyway, guys, I am going to wrap this up before the wife pulls the plug and everything shuts off. Anyway, if we've gone a little bit over, I was only going to go for an hour, but that's gone quite well. Thanks so much, guys, for joining me. You can still comment. I'll still sort of, try and answer your comment. Answer your comment later on, I guess. But thanks so much for joining me. Someone is just chucking in some comments now. Oh, blimey, it's going mad. Just what Mark B. Neil, your channel is not dominated by a shop that sells only one manufacturer or their accessory. Yeah, absolutely, Mark. No, I just like to keep it real. That's something I always say. Well, I often say. And I always try and be a little bit humble. I always say I'm no expert. I like to be the guy off the street, so to speak. Who wants the best for his buck, so to speak. You just got to keep it real and BS free, haven't you? Because at the end of the day, we all work hard for our pennies. And we want best bang for our buck. As simple as that. Just keep it real and no BS. And that's this channel's going to be 10 years old in October, and that's generally how I've just kept it. Just keep it real and BS free. And hopefully, help you guys make the right decision, help you save some money. Like I said, that I'm no expert. I'm just giving my view, my opinion on stuff. So, and that's how I'm going to keep it. I'll never be in the pockets of any manufacturer, and and companies that I deal with. They know that. I explain that to them from the start before I even, start getting stuff on them. I'm saying, look, I'll say it as it is. If you don't like it, don't lend it me. And it's really refreshing when you get big companies such as Edgar Brothers, Viking, for example, who are like, no, we love that. It's like, right, sound. Even have some companies say, look, if you find something that you don't like, or in your opinion you don't like, or is possibly a weak point or whatever, then let us know. So, but like I say, I'm no expert. I just say it how it is. That's all you can do, guys. That's all you can do. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. Like I said, thanks for joining me. It's you guys that make these live streams, because without all the comments, I'll be like, nice day today, a bit sunny out there. I'd dry up, guys. So thanks so much for joining me. We shall do one. We'll give it I'll do these every couple of weeks, I think, because I don't know, maybe every week, maybe every couple of weeks. So you just got to keep an eye on Instagram and the Facebook page, and I'll give you at least a couple of days warning when I'm doing one. So that's all I can do. So anyway, guys, thanks so much. I better go in because Erin Doors will pull the plug any second now. That is Rock and Load. Thanks very much, and I shall see you on the next one. See ya.